What's going on, guys? MikeO back, and we're doing another live hangout. Today I have a few things I want to get to. I have a little bit of mail, 3 things that have come in over the past week, and also figure this is an opportunity to talk a little bit about Panini. Panini, who's been involved in a few scandals of sort lately, and, it's a product and some thoughts on, if they're good or bad for the hobby and all that kind of stuff. And, of course, obviously, to talk to you guys. So make sure you're active in the chat room. I'll try and address some questions if I can and when I can. So what's going on? I see Luke's Retail Breaks, Kyle, Card Maniac, Adam 716, and All-Star Jersey Shop here for some Panini thoughts. Panini. Oof. I don't know if I want to get started on the Panini thoughts immediately. I mean, I think it's well documented. Me personally, I'm not a Panini fan. I haven't been for a long time. And I understand that, Topps isn't perfect either. No one's perfect. But, I mean, I don't like Panini. I don't know how to say it. What's up, Spartan Dogs? I personally don't like most of their products. I don't like a lot of their base card designs. I think they're over the top with their chrome-looking cards. And I think a lot of them come off as bland, and I don't love the look of them. And they love to do chrome cards with sticker autographs, which to me are garbage. I don't like sticker autographs at all. I can accept the fact that there's going to be sticker autographs on some products, and that's fine. They're not for me. That doesn't mean I won't open a few things here and there and stuff like that. But I kind of will avoid sticker stuff as much as possible, specifically for my own collection. What's up, JMVP? Joey Garrison. But I don't like Panini's quality. I bought a lot of their Panini Instant stuff. I didn't buy it all during the year, but after the Super Bowl I did, mostly for my own collection, and then I saw an opportunity to, potentially turn around some of the extra Brady's and stuff, and maybe at the very least get money back to pay for my own items for my collection. And I'm telling you, 90% of them came with really, really white corners, not just a little bit of white, but they looked like they were in a shoebox with rubber bands around them. I did submit some to Mike over at Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards, and they came back PSA 10s, but those were the best of the best. Everything else I called them, complained, and they replaced them, and they sent me stuff back that looked exactly the same. What's up, Ray and Ray? But I don't like Panini. I don't like the look of most of their products. I despise the sticker autographs. I despise the appearance of laziness, at least from my opinion. And, when you have these issues with fake jersey cards, fake patch cards, and now you have the fake autograph thing, that's a major problem, clearly. And another issue I have with them is how overpriced their products are. I mean, they go from Score, which is obviously affordable and cheap, but they're like, literally no effort is put into the Score product. They probably have a few interns put it together in 10 minutes, that set. It's brutal, generally speaking. I'm not saying some people can't like those. And yeah, they do make some beautiful looking cards, which in my opinion are few and far between, but they're like $1,000 for a box of Flawless. I mean, that's overpriced by like $900. That's ridiculous. So I'm not a fan at all of their pricing. I think I just think they're bad for the hobby. And this fake stuff is ridiculous, and it's completely unacceptable. And I feel like a lot of people just brush it off. And I really think that the collectors should stand up and kind of, really put thought into where they spend their money. Again, this isn't just like a one-time thing. This has happened multiple times. And this Dak Prescott thing is ridiculous. He didn't know what happened. Panini didn't know what happened. And they put out that ridiculous letter or whatever it was to collectors. And it was ridiculous. And they both just said, basically, oh, we don't know what happened. It's a joke. By the way, can you guys hear me fine? I didn't check the levels here. Levels, yeah, they should be okay, I guess. So I think that's a real problem, Panini. And they obviously have this stranglehold, unfortunately. If you're a football collector, which a lot of people are, obviously, you have no other choices. So I can't say I'm not going to buy anything, but it's going to be really limited. I'll buy a few singles probably here and there occasionally. Like, I'm not going to not collect a few of a player or team that I like. And I may open a few packs. I'll probably open a few packs on the channel once the season gets started and you kind of get the itch. Maybe a blaster. I don't even know if I'll do hobby boxes this year. If so, it might be like one, a random time. Because the disrespect that Panini shows for the collectors and the hobby in general really irritates me, and it does kind of hurt my desire to even collect football. I've always been a little more of a baseball fan anyway. I've, grew up, my dad, my brothers, they were all into baseball, and my dad was never much into football. So, I kind of got into football more on my own, my brothers as well, but like baseball always was a little more special to me anyway. But with the way these products are released now, I really see baseball kind of taking over as the main thing in the collection now. And Panini has a lot to do with it, because I really used to enjoy products back, Topps Finest and Topps Bowman's Best, all that stuff back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and of course Upper Deck as well. And I just think it's a shame over the whole landscape of collecting now is it's just a shame that everything has gone exclusive. Like I said, Topps isn't perfect either, but I like what Topps does a lot better. They certainly seem, and appear to me at least, to put more effort into making sure they get as many products signed on card as possible. Again, it's not every card in every product, but it's the majority of them. And yeah, they do lean a lot on their history and the ability to have retro designs and stuff, but I just personally like that type of card stock and that look of cards more. That doesn't mean I don't like a lot of the new stuff. I really like stuff like Topps Finest a lot, but I don't know. Panini just rubs me the wrong way, and it'll be interesting to walk by the Panini booth at the National. That'll be interesting. That could be a lot of fun. I'd say there's a really good shot that you see at least some sort of short video clip for that. Chris, what's going on? I did get your DM. I actually saw it the other day. I didn't get a chance to respond. I saw it via email on my phone. I've seen a lot of articles about that whole Phillies potential Mike Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton thing. And it's, who knows, I'm not expecting anything, but the Phillies do have plenty of money to spend in the next few years, so they'll be connected to a lot of big players. But yeah, back to Panini. It's just a joke. I mean, I wish I had it queued up right now. I'd listen to Seven's some of his Panini songs. Best songs out there. Got to put an album out on that. Manny, I'm up for booing him. I'd definitely boo him. Ask Wesker Griff, and I think Mike. I might have been walking with Mike and Dave as well. I forget, but I know I wasn't even paying attention. I was ripping Panini, and we walked right by their booth. I think I said F Panini or something. I don't know. But that was, I guess, kind of funny. And they deserve it. Panini sucks. They really do. And, yeah, Panini did strike it rich last year. Football did really well last year. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, when you have big-time rookies in big markets, that's gold for the hobby. That's gold for these companies. And you're seeing it this year in baseball. Cody Bellinger with the Dodgers, and, of course, Aaron Judge with the Yankees, which is just, I mean, out of control. It's unbelievable how well his stuff's doing. But I think in general, I don't know if you guys agree, it feels to me like baseball in terms of the hobby is definitely doing really well. And I guess it has been doing okay for a few years, but you just have so many good young players in baseball right now. You have a team like the Cubs last year, which obviously picked up a lot of interest. And, now you have these rookies. You have Aaron Judge, you have Bellinger. You have guys like Andrew Benintendi having a really solid rookie year, and he's kind of just in the background because how good those guys have been. You have a guy like Moncada, who's still the #1 prospect in baseball, and he's not even in the majors. So if he comes up and actually gets hot, I mean, you have all these rookies and good young players in baseball. I mean, products have been doing unbelievable this year. I mean, it seems like the price is just going up on almost everything this year. So it's been a lot of fun. It can be frustrating at times too because of how expensive stuff gets, but the chase is definitely thrilling. NBA. I don't follow the NBA as much as most people. I'm not into it, so. But I know there's a lot of excitement here in the Philadelphia area with the Sixers young team and picking up all these young guys. So I'm sure that if the rookie class does well and some of the big names, do well. I know there's obviously some big market guys, guys in big markets. That will definitely be the same thing. Judge is it's nuts how pricey his stuff is. Oh, by the way, I did that 3-pack rip a Stadium Club the other day. I actually had 3 other packs that I ended up opening and just hit some basic, insert stuff like that. But did get 1 rookie card. Oh, here, I got a foil card. Look at this garbage. Clay Buchholz. Made all of 2 starts with the Phils. Absolute waste of a signing. Doesn't matter, though. They literally signed him just to spend money. Here's a rookie I pulled, though. So can't complain about that one. I think I glanced eBay real quick, and it was like, I saw him like $15-20 for a base rookie card. So that's pretty cool. When does Triple Threads come out? I have no idea. I think Triple Threads, didn't they come out? Or not yet? I never really do much with Triple Threads because that is a product, a higher end product that seems to always be mostly sticker autographs, so it just never appealed that much to me. I know people like a lot of the patch stuff out of there, things like that, but I've kind of never paid a lot of attention. I like stuff like Tier 1 5-star that has a mix of Hall of Famers and, the rookies and stuff, and has, beautiful on-card autos, so I always like Topps Chrome a lot too, and this year's is nuts. You should go on eBay and look at the pre-sales. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's been announced or not, but I think the expectation is that you're going to have, Bellinger in there with on-card autos along with Judge, along with this whole rookie class. That's crazy. Bryce Harper, Cubs. I mean, I wouldn't worry about any of these guys until they actually become free agents. A lot of stuff can happen before then. High Tech is really nice. High Tech was awesome last year. Did some really cool group breaks with that. I did well in some and not in others. Tribute is awesome looking. I've really never broken Tribute, but I always try and pick up the singles. I actually have to pick up some of this year's stuff still. Tribute's an awesome set. Topps puts out a lot of nice stuff, but again, I think it would be really cool if we still had stuff like Upper Deck, companies like that. Upper Deck, I love the base product. Back in '89 is obviously a classic set, and a lot of the sets in the early '90s, and then the base Upper Deck I really didn't care for. After that, it kind of started, I don't know, getting a little ugly to me. There are probably a few years that are decent, but Upper Deck made some awesome products. SP Authentic, beautiful looking product. You did not miss opening the mail. I haven't touched the mail yet because I just came on and start talking about Panini and how Panini sucks. And hey, I'm not telling people not to buy it. If you guys like Panini, that's cool. You're allowed to. I'm just saying, when a company continues to put out a bunch of overpriced products that they put little to no effort in, they clearly don't care about even attempting to get, anything that has on-card autographs is usually like a $500 box, which is just a sore spot for me. Other people don't care about sticker autographs, and that's fine. But when they start having, Mitchell and Ness patches in their products and all kinds of other fake crap, and then you have auto pen Dak Prescott stuff, and they don't even take blame for it, to me, that's a major issue. I might start opening NASCAR Press Pass. This is a little, I did a case break with sportsboxbreaks.com. Just had the itch to do a little, what is this, I think 5-star. Just picked up the Phillies. the Phillies in that product, there's not a lot in it. You can get Carlton, who's obviously in a lot of stuff. There's a Schilling, but the Phillies have a lot of low-end ones. So I just kind of was bored one day and did it. It was really cheap because the Phillies are obviously atrocious this year. So I hit a Aaron Nola. I guess it's copper, numbered to 25. Looks better without the tape on it, but I'm not going to peel that apart. Nola's in everything, too, and Jorge Alfaro, who hopefully he will be getting called up in a couple weeks. But, again, beautiful-looking card. Looks a lot better when it's in focus. But, yeah, it's tier 1. I think I called it 5-star. What's up, Jack Frost? How you doing? Mega Noob. DeMarcus Ware fan. Yeah, Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome was some nice products over the years. Now you have it just with baseball. And I guess they make Star Wars Topps Chrome or something like that. I don't know. Or they make Star Wars Topps Tech, I think I saw. This here is an eBay purchase. I just picked these up cheap. Got a Kyle Schwarber. Being backlit is not the best thing for showing cards off, but oh well. Anyway, Schwarber's obviously had a disappointing year. Got these really cheap. Like, less than it costs to get these things authenticated and encapsulate it. Picked up a Vladimir Guerrero. Already had one of these, but could not pass it up for the price. And a Ryan Braun 87 Topps. I know everyone hates Ryan Braun, but still a good player. And again, like I said, got this ridiculously cheap. Like, I guess the guy had him. I don't know if he didn't have him listed right or not, but I was kind of following them, and they went for like nothing. So I was like, all right, you can get some good cheap stuff sometimes. All right, and this other thing is this should be raw autographs. Adrian Gonzalez fan. I think his name is Adrian Gonzalez fan 23. I forget the numbers. Really active on YouTube for quite a while. Did a lot of IP graphing, some TTMs, and he hasn't been on for a while. And I saw he actually posted a video a week or two ago and just kind of gave a little update, said, a lot of things had happened, and he was going to basically be getting out of the hobby. He'd still watch some videos once in a while, but wasn't going to be making much and was selling off a lot of his collection. And I knew he got a ton of Phillies over the years, so, I kind of contacted him, and we worked some stuff out, and I bought a pile of stuff from him. And we'll see what I got here. Some stuff that I'll be getting slabbed up at some point, I'm sure. Excuse me. So, I think he might have thrown in some extras here, too. Yeah, I'm guessing if you're an Indians fan, you probably no love lost for the Cubs. While the nation was celebrating the Cubs' first victory, you're sitting there going, come on, when's our year? So this is sweet here, a Jimmy Rollins out of Topps Heritage. Beautiful looking card. There's no way I could turn this sucker down. Rollins, he had a great career. I know some people think he's a future Hall of Famer. I guess he'd have a shot with a Veterans Committee at some point, but I don't expect him to get in. His numbers are fairly comparable, I should say, to Barry Larkin, but Larkin did have a higher batting average and some stuff like that. So I don't expect him to get in, but, he's the all-time hits leader for the Phillies. The Phillies are a historic franchise. They've been around for over 120 years, so, hey. What's up, Mike? Must be looking forward to heading out to Chicago. Too many mics in the room. Here's a Hamels. So, small little auto. It's another Topps Heritage. A lot of you guys probably hate this guy, but if you're a Phillies fan, you love him. Chase Utley. How many people do you think remember? Because the Phillies ended up losing that series, unfortunately. Even though Manny and Mike were celebrating while I was in tears. How many people do you think remember that Chase Utley tied Reggie Jackson's record with 5 home runs in the 2009 World Series. Unbelievable. Utley really, he just had himself a really good career. He's still a useful player. I mean, he's towards the end with the Dodgers, of course, but here is I bought a bunch of his Ginters. I just said I'd take them all. He gave them to me cheap. Sergio Santos, Jeff Francoeur, Zach Duke. Yeah, I remember a long time ago going to a Phillies game, watching him shut the Phillies out. Mike Leake. Slide versus the Mets. You like that? A lot of people didn't like that. Dude, I didn't see that game live. I was up the mountains last year. I went up, I think, that day or so, that night, and I went to bed. I wake up the next morning, and I put on, I don't have cable up there, but I have, just over-the-air TV, and I'm watching, like, whatever the mornings, Good Morning America or something like that, and they're like, coming up next, I'm like, why is Chase Utley being talked about? And then they showed the slide and stuff. Here's a De La Rosa. So, gotta like picking up some Ginters cheap. What's up, Derek B? Daniel Hudson. Dude, I have some killer Ginters that I've picked up recently that I'll be getting authenticated and slabbed, and they're spectacular. Tejada. Here's a guy with a bad contract. Shin-Soo Choo. Man, he sucked. Let's see what some people have been saying in the chat room. I mean, Rollins did win an MVP, so, I mean, I guess he has a shot. I don't know. Being around Philadelphia, it makes it harder to judge what the national kind of people think. Where are the football cards? The football cards are not here. Still baseball season, plus with the whole Panini football stuff, kind of driving me nuts. But see, I could do baseball more so year round than football. Like football, I'll still pick stuff up and I'll look for stuff. But I really do get into football more during football season. It's hard for me to sit there and be like, wow, it's July. Like, I really feel like doing football. Like, I'm watching baseball. I'm, going outside doing things. So football's more of a winter thing for me. When can you send multiple TTMs when they don't find out it's the same guy? I don't know what that means. I mean, some guys will sign 2 or 3 things, some guys won't. I have done it. I have to say I grew up with 4 brothers and a sister, and, I can't say I haven't used someone's address before sometimes if I had a couple different cards I wanted signed. Chew. I forgot Chew was with the Reds, but, man, the Rangers really got beat up. Rollins has not retired, but he hasn't gotten another job. So, what's up, Jason? Do I collect hockey cards? I have not bought a hockey card in a very long time. Hockey's like basketball, though. I mean, I could go see a game once or twice a year, but, like, I don't care. Like, people are like, oh, are you a Flyers fan? I'm like, not really. Like, if they're in the, like, they go to the championship, I'll get a little excited and I'll watch it. I'll get into the, like, city bandwagon. But, like, if the Flyers picked up before the season and moved out west, like, I wouldn't care. I couldn't care less. So that's just the way I am. Here's a Tommy Joseph minor league autograph. I think he threw this one in. Tommy Joseph could be in his final days with the Phillies. I think there's a shot they move him because he's actually been pretty good since coming up last year. I think in like 650 at-bats, he's got like 35, 36 homers. I know I've seen the Yankees connect it to him, so I don't know if that'll happen, but someone who needs a first baseman for the year, I mean, Joseph isn't bad. He wouldn't be a bad pickup, and I'm sure he wouldn't cost you much. What's up, Todd? There's a nice Jeremy Hellickson Ginter. There's a Jake McGee. So, yeah, a lot of Ginters for the collection, so I'm happy about these. Jason Mott. Somehow I've never gotten him. He's, like, usually an easy signer, too. We got Brandon Finnegan. I don't know if Aaron Jones Nation's in here, but I may or may not have picked these up for you. Here's a Ben Zobrist, World Series MVP. There's a couple more Hamels. Gotta love the Topps heritage. I miss that kind of stuff with the Topps football products as well. Here's a few more fills. Eichhoff, who's been a big disappointment this year. He's been banged up a little bit, but, I mean, he hasn't done himself any favors on the mound. And Aaron Altair, who's actually been really good this year. Do you have an Adubo? I have never gotten Herrera TTM. Someone got him for me during spring training, so I have Adubo Herrera autographs, but I did not get him TTM. So if you guys see people in the chat room, you should probably check out their channel. These here are... here, Mike, I don't think you were in here when I showed. I did a pack break yesterday or the day before. I already forget. Time goes too fast. But I opened 3 packs of Stadium Club on camera and got like a Moncada rookie. Opened 3 more packs like a day later and pulled a Judge rookie. So not bad for anyone who just joined. But yeah, these cards I'm showing off here in the background, these are in-person autographs I bought from Adrian Gonzalez Fan 23. He used to be pretty active here on YouTube and is kind of giving up on the hobby. So picked up, I told him I'd take all his Ginters, and then I said I'm interested in a lot of your Phillies. So got it all at a pretty good price, so happy about that. Obviously, there's a lot of, you know, like Ben Revere. He had a couple nice seasons for the Phillies, but, you know, he's Ben Revere. Betancourt. Hudson. I love the Ginters. I love getting these things signed. And they did some of this in Archive Signature Series last year. I was picking up a ton of them. Got some awesome ones. Yankees, guys like Paul O'Neill, stuff like that. Here's a Alexi Ramirez. David Eckstein. I think he won a World Series MVP too, didn't he? Jordan Pacheco. It's an Addison Reed. You'd think he'd be on the market. Steve Cishek. I probably have this one already. He signs a lot. DJ LeMahieu. Won the batting title last season. Just subbed Manny. Eric Young Jr. He's another guy who's a good signer. Stadium Club. See, I don't love the script they used. I don't know. Something about it's like distracting. And some of the, like, I don't love that picture of Judge. I mean, some people probably like it a lot. I don't know. I don't love the profile shot. And, like, I don't, let me look through here. Some of the photography is really good. But then there's just, like, the oddest choices on certain things, too. I don't know. This Johnny Bench is what I'm looking for. This bench is so bizarre because it's like a new picture, which is nice, but like, I don't know. He's behind the mask, which I guess some people would like, but it just looks crooked to me. I don't know. Whatever. Some people like it. I just think it's weird. I got an on-card, but I think all the on-cards are like bums. So the on-card is fine, but I've seen tons of, like, I guess, inserts and printing plates with stickers. It just looks terrible, so I don't get it. Here's another Ben Revere. So, got a huge Ben Revere PC in this thing. And Brett Oberholt, whatever his name is, Oberholzer. He was with the Phils last year. I actually got him at the ALS Festival, so I actually have this card already, too. But, yeah, picked up all these autos. Obviously, some nice Phils for the collection. Guys like the Rollins are really sweet. That's going to look awesome slabbed up. And that's what I picked up this week. Just that collection, the few slabbed autographs that I got at a good price. And, the Tier 1. I'd love to, you know, I don't want to break a lot of stuff at the National this year, but I might do something like a Tier 1 or something. I mean, probably buy some cheap stuff. I'm definitely kind of feeling some of the old school stuff, too, like... Mike, with you opening all those old things. Yeah, Jason Torres was showing me. There's a Roy Oswalt autograph in Stadium Club. And I don't know, you guys probably remember. You'll see it if you browse eBay. Like those old, like, silver stickers. It's got one of those on it. So, I mean, I guess as Jason was texting me, like, someone was probably like, yo, we ran out of Oswalt stickers, yo. Should we reach out to his agent? And someone probably opened a desk drawer and threw a sticker on which is what I imagine Panini does every day. Yeah, the bench is weird. What am I looking forward to the most at the National? Well, hands down, there's no doubt about it. What I'm looking forward to the most, and the main reason I'm going, is to hang out with whoever's going out there. Because to me, that's the best part. Living in the Philadelphia area, I have access to a few big shows a year. The Philly show is a decent size, and that's, I think, 3 times a year. And White Plains is doable. I did it for the first time a couple months ago. So there's big shows and there's a lot of smaller shows. So the show itself is cool. And obviously you have access to stuff from all across the country. But going there and meeting up with people is by far the biggest reason. That's a lot of fun. For some of you guys who've just subbed, you might not know I have multiple channels. And I actually published on my vlog channel last year a vlog of the day I went to the National. You guys should check it out. It's a lot of fun, I think. And I'll definitely be doing stuff like that this year. I'll be producing a lot of videos this year. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Just hanging out with fellow YouTubers and BSing, making some videos, opening some stuff with other people. And, you know, I have some stuff I'd like to look for and I'll rummage through a few boxes here and there at the show. But, you know, it's definitely to hang out with people. So, you know, Manny and Mike are going to avoid everyone. Mike is a Ginter junkie, for sure. Love the Allen and Ginter autos. An Allen and Ginter on-card autograph, even if it's not out of a pack, is better than a Panini auto-penned Dak Prescott autograph that someone buys for $400. Dude, I want to find like an old school like CD player, download some of Seven's songs, and just stand there and play it right in front of the Panini booth. That'd be awesome. So you're a deep dish pizza fan there, Manny? Because I'm not really. I'd rather get pizza around the corner from where you are there in New York. You met both Mikes at once. That was enough. Yeah, Glaber out for the year since at least you got to see him early. That's a tough break. Obviously, things have gone pretty well for the Yankees this year. I know they've been struggling a little bit, but I think they've had a really positive year. They're still in the race. Obviously, the emergence of Aaron Judge and some of these young guys and prospects has been a lot of fun. Deep dish pizza. A lot of deep dish pizza people. Hey, the Phillies won today, too. That's only happened, I think, 30 times this season, so maybe 29. I don't know. They suck. Yeah, 16 innings last night. I saw that one. Geno's East. This isn't... We're not talking about Philadelphia. Just kidding. People in here probably don't even know what the hell Geno's is. Cheesesteak place. Well, I guess someone will have to show me a great deep dish pizza place when we're out there. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. So I leave Thursday morning early. So I'll get there Thursday evening. I'm probably going to miss the show. I won't get to the show on Thursday, but should be able to hang out with some people Thursday night. And then Friday I'm doing the show all day. Probably hang out at night. Saturday doing the show early. Plan is to go to the White Sox game that night with Super 25 Sports Cards, Topps 85 401, and Aaron Davis. I know they got tickets a while ago. And then I'm not sure what's going on Sunday. I think we're going to leave early Sunday, but that might get extended. Might hang out a little bit Sunday. So we'll see. What's up, Card Gamer? Yeah, Tampa Bay. The Rays are kind of an interesting franchise. They're a franchise that I've always kind of respected because they they obviously sucked their first, 10, 12 years, but they've really been in it, They've never had more than one or two bad years in a row, and I didn't think they were going to be much this year, and they're right in it. So that's kind of surprising. I saw Nick Williams grand slam today. Hopefully Nick Williams will be a good player. I don't know. He's always played well when I've seen him in the minors and the majors. Obviously, he's not a major prospect or anything, but he's certainly better than Michael Saunders. He was a disaster this year. He sucked. Pats and Geno's. Yeah, if anyone's ever in Philadelphia and you want to go to Pats and Geno's, let me know. I'll go meet you there. Can go to a Phillies game too and not even pay attention. Just hang out and make a video. My choice, Pats or Geno's. I like Geno's better because I like the rolls better, but neither of those places are probably the best place around. Whizwit. Cody Ashley, greatest of all time. No doubt about it. Cody Ashley. Oh, I feel like, see, Jason Torres, guys, he's me and him talk a lot, and I know he wants me to go off and just start screaming and yelling about something. He wanted me to probably yell about Panini, but I want to hold back a little bit so I can give him hell at the National. Cody Ashley, he's a loser, but hey, doesn't matter. He's irrelevant to baseball, but the guy does not want to sign an autograph in person. Goes into clubhouses or managers' offices and says he's, the best guy on the team and gets non-tendered after the season and then can't make the Chicago White Sox. But, hey, what's Chris Bryant doing? I know he didn't have a great first half. Is he doing something now? All right, any other questions, guys? We're going on 37 minutes. I was expecting to do this in 20. I just figured I'd show off some mail and bitch about Panini for a few minutes. Probably bitched about Panini a good bit, which always feels good because they just, what a joke. They really do hurt, like, your, I don't know, like, desire to collect football. Again, once football season starts and you're sitting there watching games every Sunday, I'm sure you get a little tempted, but I feel like I'm going to be more into going after some of the old stuff. I mean, watching a lot of these. I watch Jay McGillicuddy. If you guys don't watch his channel, you should. He's like getting a bunch of his old Drew Bledsoe stuff slabbed, and I'm like, damn, I have a ton of these. And then I see ones that I don't have, and it makes me want to kind of go retro and buy some of that stuff. Chad Curtis. Indians, I haven't paid a ton of attention, but Encarnacion was obviously incredible the last few years. He's a better hitter overall than Napoli. So when it comes to a team like Cleveland, it all depends on, does the signing of Encarnacion keep them from going and adding another piece, or could they have gotten similar production with someone like Napoli and been able to go out and get a pitcher or something? Danny Tartabull, stud. 7 at-bats with the Phillies. I think he went 1 for 7, I think. Camera just moved a little bit. Panini is offensive to the senses. Panini sucks. Bring back Topps football. Well, it's not going to happen, but it'd be awesome if it did. I'm surprised, actually, that Panini hasn't blocked me on Twitter, because a few times, they might have deleted some of my tweets. I constantly tweet shit to them, because whatever. I want to see that old report. Chad Curtis was my hero. Yeah, that Dak Prescott thing's a joke. Like, first of all, like, Panini should sue Dak Prescott for committing fraud, and then, like, the NFL should be like, it's a total mess. And then I saw, you guys, if you want to get your blood boiling, go on YouTube and look up Colin Cowherd. He's like on there talking about the thing with some idiots, and it's like, it's so ridiculous. I wanted to break my monitor. I'm like, Colin Cowherd saying something like, if you're a Cowboys fan, do you want him getting carpal tunnel signing stuff? I'm like, and the other guy's talking about something about signing for fans for free. Why should he? I'm like, there's nothing to do with it. The guy's being paid a ridiculous amount of money to sign these things, and Panini is charging a ridiculous amount of money for authentic stuff, and it's all fake shit. That's bullshit. So, oh, I got to stop or I'm going to get upset. What site do I use for TTM addresses? I have a how I TTM video on my channel you should check out, but in that I mentioned that I mostly use sportscollectors.net, but you can find stuff on Google, and people love Sports Card Forum. It's a free service. I don't use it too often, but how many Judge rookies you got? Well, I have the Stadium Club one I showed off, and I have a few Finest rookies, and that's it. That's all I have of Judge. I no longer have a laptop. I have a desktop that I use. I would love to go live at the Nationals. I'm going to see. I have a new iPad. I haven't really used it much. It's not real new. It's one of the iPad minis. I honestly bought it to use with my drone because my cell phone's too old and not compatible anymore with it. I'm going to see if I can go live there, so maybe I'll do some sort of live video, but otherwise I'll probably upload. I'll make a few videos with that or the cell phone and upload them while I'm there, but I'll be bringing my big camera and recording a ton of stuff. I'll definitely put together some sort of Nationals vlog video, and I mean, I haven't like officially set anything up, but I'm definitely looking forward to making videos, whether they're sit downs talking about the hobby or box breaks or whatever, with a good number of the guys out there. So I will personally have a ton of content, and I'm sure a lot of other people will as well. Tartable 0 for 7. Okay, he didn't get a hit. Danny Tartable. I remember what was that, 97? So I was like 15. Yeah, Tartable stunk, though. Got hurt. Broke his foot on a foul ball, I think, in the first week. All this Panini talk got me hungry. Colin Coward, yeah. I'm way behind in this chat, guys. Yeah, Panini's a joke. They obviously don't, pay attention to what they're doing. And I'm sure Prescott didn't sit there and, like, demand, like, I'm sure someone at some idiot was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Let's just use this machine. But, like, I mean, it falls on Panini. So, I was annoyed with Dak Prescott being involved. Not that I care. Like, I don't collect Dak Prescott or anything like that. But still, you don't want to see it. Yeah, so we're going to have, it's a little preview of the National. All right, MikeO here with Manny, All-Star Jersey Shop. No cards today. We're just going to get Manny's thoughts on this pizza, little pizza review. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, everyone can invest or buy or collect who they want. I personally would be more, if I hit a big Dak Prescott card, I'd be more likely to sell than keep it, because I mean, who knows? He could be really good. He's behind a great offensive line. I will say, found him impressive in the, was it the Green Bay game last year where they kind of almost came back? He showed me something there, but I still, like, football's hard to me to invest. I think there's just so few guys that keep it up for a long enough period of time that, people see guys like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, and they start wanting every quarterback to be those guys, and those guys truthfully only come around every so often. So, I mean, at a certain point, I feel like people just realize, like, oh, this guy's just another guy, or this guy's a good player. Or in some cases, like Todd Gurley, I mean, his stuff was so hot his first year, and then he sucked last year, and you could blame some of it on him. You could blame it on the team and the whole offensive line or whatever. But, the numbers are the numbers. So, like, what does Todd Gurley do this year? If he has a monster year, I guess his stuff bounces back. But if he just has a good year, does it ever come back? Probably not. But, we'll see. Snapping turtles, interesting. It's just amazing. Like, I don't know. I mean, it happens in every sport, but I feel like the shelf life of NFL players is just so short. And you look at it, you pull a hamstring and you miss, 4 weeks, and that's a quarter of your season. So different positions are tough too. So I don't know. I personally, again, like I said earlier in this video, I've always been like 60-40 baseball anyway. And in terms of collecting now, I think I'm more like 80-20. So I don't know. But football, honestly, if you're looking to invest in stuff, you should probably be looking at, stocks and coins and precious metals. But, if you want to invest in your hobby, which I do too because I enjoy it, you should do it mostly for fun. Unless if this is your full-time job, that's great. It's not to say you can't invest a little bit, but, I think if you are going to invest, you got to be wary about football because these guys come and go so quick. And, it's certain guys get remembered, I think, and other guys just fade into obscurity. And I feel like football-wise, that happens more so than in baseball because these guys, their careers just aren't as long. Baseball players at least, usually get the 10 or 12 years in and maybe have a legacy with one team or the other. But again, that's just my opinion. Baseball products have been awesome this year. They've been a lot of fun. Topps Inception was really nice. I like Finest a lot. Stadium Club's kind of, but Tier 1's really nice. Museum, Tribute's great. I mean, base Topps, I don't mind it. I got used to the look of it. It's not my favorite design ever, but I love like that 87 insert set in there is awesome. And there's a lot of products obviously still to come. A lot of really cool stuff. Bowman Tech, High Tech, all sorts of stuff. What do I think about the Quintana trade? I know he struck out a lot of guys tonight. I mean, the Cubs obviously had to make a move. They've been a big disappointment this year. I mean, to be playing 500, I can't believe the Brewers are in first place. That's just nuts. Archives, that's another one. I love Archives. To me, it's fun as hell to break. Because that's a product, if you're a baseball fan, if you're a longtime collector, you're going to love that product. If you're just someone who just looks for hits and is only worried about, hitting the big hit, of course you're going to hate it. Because honestly, you're probably going to usually lose on Archives, but it's fun as hell. I mean, there's so many guys with autographs in that set that aren't in any other product. You haven't seen them. I got Dave Stieb in a box, and like Dave Stieb's not a big name. It's probably like a $10 card, but it's cool. It's like, I'm thinking back to when I was like 8-9 years old and he was an all-star pitcher and threw a no-hitter. For me, Terry Mulholland's in that set, and he's one of, if not my all-time favorite player. He's like a $3 autograph, but it's just so much fun, and I love all those designs. So to me, Archives is awesome. It's fun. Oh, and I love the base set. See, to me, too, the products that I love are the products that I can enjoy the base cards. And whether I build a set or not, I, at the very least, can throw together a few pages and toss them in a binder. And that's what can be most fun to go through sometimes. Just pull out the binder every now and then and flip through and go, damn, I forgot about that card. Or, wow, that's an awesome card. Or look at this guy or that guy. And I don't know, to me, that's another thing about the hobby is, the sport you enjoy and that it just all connects. I sit there and look at old cards and I remember a set, or I remember talking to some family member about something, or I'll look, in the case of the '08 Phillies, you guys see me pick up '08 Phillies all the time. And I'm sure some people are like, enough with the Phillies cards already, but I'm a Phillies fan. And besides that, I just immediately, I think Jimmy Rollins, and I sit there and think about his MVP season in '07, their first playoff appearance in 14 years. And of course I think about 2008. 2009, he had the walk-off triple to win Game 5 of the NLCS. And I remember sitting there watching it with my dad and my brother. Like, it just immediately connects it. And then I sit there and I go from thinking about that moment to thinking about '08. And then I start thinking about all the people and the places I was during that run. And to me, again, that's what the hobby's about, the people you connect with. So it's just fun as hell. Jeff Nelson in Archives. Dude, there's guys like Mark Langston in archives. Like, again, it's probably like $5, but I don't know. It's just fun. So if any of you guys want to open a box of archives at the National, I'd be happy as hell to do that with you. It could be a long video if we did a video. You don't have to do videos, but I'd just sit there and be talking about all these guys. But I do like the products like that have the rookies like Aaron Judge, the stars of today, and then stars of the past. So you can just look back and go, wow, that guy was a good player. I forgot about him. Well, there's some wacky cards in there, too. I know a lot of people rip the Zach Campbell card in that set. That dude is just, he's unbelievable, unbelievably popular. So, honestly, I know there's a lot of people who get a Zach Campbell autograph in a set, in a box of archives, and they're, like, rolling their eyes. But, like, the dude's very popular with kids, and I think anything that does bring kids into the hobby, I think, is a good positive thing, and you definitely want kids to be, you know, buying these products and stuff. 89 score Sanders rookie. That would be nice to have for the set. That's the kind of football stuff I want to start to collect, though. I want to start picking up, like, older school rookies that I don't have. Speaking of eBay, I think I have some stuff I'm watching that ends in about 45 minutes. Anyway, guys, this has been a tremendous amount of fun. I appreciate everyone coming out, watching the video live, participating in the chat. A ton of fun. But I think I'm going to wrap things up because this is definitely over 50 minutes. This will be up on the archives if anyone actually gets through the 50-minute archive. Hopefully you enjoy. But guys, again, thank you so much for watching, tuning in. I appreciate all the support I've seen on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep making videos. I try and watch as much as I can. And any of you guys going to National, obviously make sure you send me a message. We'll definitely be meeting up for sure. I know some of you guys are certainly going, but I know there's a few other people have mentioned it, and it kind of gets hard to keep track sometimes. But what's up, Andrew? All right, guys. Again, thanks, and I will talk to you next time. See ya.